It's Friday, the 11th of November, 2016. Welcome to this morning's United Kingdom Talk. Chris Reardon bringing you items of news and general amusement for your entertainment, boys and girls. Now, have you seen the new John Lewis advert? I have now seen it. Oh, and they're only doing it to one of my favourite songs of all time by Randy Crawford. Oh, I follow the night when life is gone. Oh yeah, still you made your mark here in my heart. There's a lovely chorus. One day I'll fly away. Leave your love to yesterday. What more can your love do for me? When will love be through with me? I'm not going to do the whole song. I know you're disappointed by that, boys and girls, but there isn't time. There's so much to tell you. I love it. I love the new... I thought it was Halloween again. Then Halloween. No more Halloween. No more Guy Fawkes. The next thing is Christmas. Ding dong merrily on la 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 in heaven above. I hope you're going to midnight mass, which incidentally at my local church is at 9 o'clock. I don't understand how that is. Anyway, back to that. Yes, the John Lewis advert is fantastic. Little dogs and foxes. Foxes are so cute, don't you think? Don't you think they're cute, beautiful animals, foxes? There were squirrels. Not keen on squirrels myself since the invasion of the squirrels in my loft a few years ago. Squirrels, foxes, what else? Oh, the little badger. There was a hedgehog, and they're all jumping on the trampoline. And this beautiful dog is watching from inside, wanting to go out there. I wasn't sure if he wanted to go out there and jump on the trampoline, or whether he wanted to eat some of the animals that were jumping up and down. But it happened, and it was all marvellous, and it was all lovely, and as always, very warm. Very warm. Wait, John Lewis really do those ads very well, don't they? Now, there is already some rather amusing spoofs of that already on the YouTube. Okay, so have a little look at it. Type in John Lewis advert spoof and you'll find some of those on there, boys and girls. They're quite funny. Anyway, so yesterday, went to the doctors yesterday, and here is the results of the jury from the United Kingdom. Apparently, it looks like I have IBS. Yes, boys and girls, something else to add to the list of illnesses. The irritable bowel syndrome. Okay, and there's many different... symptoms to this. I haven't got the list up here. She gave me this long, very large leaflet. It was more like a booklet to be a booklet. It was more like a booklet to read, a little booklet to read. I read through it and I thought, you've got an awful lot of these symptoms. So that must be what it was, or what it is. So I'm kind of pleased in a way that they told me that, and it was definitely nothing else serious. No scan required. And I did say to you yesterday, can you insist on one of these things? But I did ask for one, and she said, no, you won't need a scan, X-ray, anything like that, any cameras anywhere. I'm sure this is what it is. Once again, she had a good poke around in my stomach, like a poker man. Oh, and just before I left the house yesterday, do you remember I told you I'd blocked up again? Well, just before I was going to go to the doctors, I need to go. So I went. And I told her that. She said, well, what did you have to eat yesterday? I said, well, I went out to TGI Fridays the day before. And then shortly after that, I started going 3 times, sort of fairly quickly after each other, within the space of 2 hours. And then the next day I blocked up. She said, I think your bowel is very sensitive now, certainly while we're trying to get it back on track. Because these things take a long time, I suppose. Oh, God's sake. Nose and sneezing again this morning. Didn't happen at night, did it? When I recorded that show at night, didn't happen. The sneezing and anything. What I could do, I suppose, the trouble is I get in so late sometimes, and I think, I can't be recording that show now. I want to go to bed. I could do it the day before, but then the date would be wrong on the clock, wouldn't it? I don't like to lie. If I say it's going to be the 11th, it is the 11th. I'm recording this on the 11th. She said, yes, your bowel may not be like stuff that it's not used to anymore. So, of course, when you're at home all the time, you're roughly eating the same stuff, stuff that you're used to. The moment you get out, not only is the food different, and it might still look like a burger, but the ingredients will all look different. It's cooked in oil. It was very oily yesterday. I thought it was really oily and very salty. And she said, you're going to have to be careful when you go out for something to eat. I mean, if you want to do it, feel free to go and have a meal that you're not used to, but be aware that you'll pay for the next day afterwards, next day or two afterwards. So there is kind of some sense in that, because over the last couple of years, I've had. Over the last year, I have been out. I think it's happened 3 times, actually, where I've been out for a meal, perfectly nice meal, in different restaurants, nice restaurants, and then shortly afterwards, not felt right at all. And it can't be food poisoning every time, can it? So I think it must be IBS. So that's the result there. And basically keep an eye on it. I've got to go in this morning, 10:30. They want to take some blood to check various functions. So I've got to go and do that this morning. And that's all well and good. So there we are. That's the news. Don't like to hear that there's anything wrong. On the other hand, better to hear that there's something slightly wrong rather than something majorly wrong, I suppose, isn't it? Now I've got itchy eyes now as well. It can't. Can it be aphid? Do you think it could be the orchids? It wouldn't be those beautiful. Have you seen this beautiful? Have you seen this here? Look, this has sat here for months. Months. Look, those flowers have been on here for months now. Isn't it beautiful? How could I chuck out my... Why isn't that moving? How could I possibly chuck out my beautiful orchid? No. I got that free with the car that I bought. Possibly... Well, I don't actually buy cars. I do the... Is it PNP? PIP? I can't remember. Well, you pay a deposit and then so much a month, and then at the end of so many years, you get another car. I think that's how it works. And that's and so that's got to be the most expensive orchid I've ever had. But it's been there for ages now. Not a single flower has dropped off. I suppose, let's have a look. So they're not really even looking droopy, are they? There's nothing worse when they go droopy, girls, is it? No, get out and get another one in, dear. We can't be doing with droopy. Anyway, so that's last night. After I went to the doctor's, I went to Ronnie's house. Sorry, I had a swim. Hardly anyone in the swimming pool. It's nice and warm in there at the moment. Oh, that pool's lovely and warm, dear. Lovely, lovely and warm. Then I went to Ronnie's house. He's not well. He's got a bit of a chest. Now, all this, all this coughing and all that, it's only first thing in the morning. Funny, isn't it? Oh, I feel like I need to do a really good sneeze. I've already had one. I come in here now. Do you know what I do now? I come in here and I start blowing my nose and sneezing and all that, and then it stops and I think, right, let's do the show now. And then I seem to get another load. But once I've finished it, oh, my ears have gone now. Hello, testing. Oh, my ears are blocked up now. I can't hear anything. One thing to another. Never mind. Yeah, Ronnie's got a bit of a chest infection at the moment, so I went up there after that and spent some time upsetting him, which is always a pleasure to do, to be honest. What did I eat up there? I think I had some sort of biscuit, and there were a couple of crumbs on the on his little. Oh, he's got these coffee tables, like a Z thing, like that, right? So that's on the floor, then there's that, and then that's the top bit. They are the most unstable things you've ever seen in your life. And he's got them on a carpet. Why would you put something that on a carpet? And you've only got it would be so easy to knock it over. Hasn't happened yet. Hasn't happened yet, but it would be. What a stupid thing. A table should have 4 legs, and that's it. So you can't knock the damn things over. I don't think they are tables. They're probably something that you're supposed to put up against a wall to display things like plants or pictures of me. A lot of people have pictures of me in their houses. They do. I know some of you find they do. I mean, look, I've got pictures of Barry Manilow here. So why wouldn't people have pictures of me there? Maybe we should give them away. I could get picture discs of myself printed like that. Picture discs, and maybe me singing something like One Day I'll Fly Away. Eh? I like that song. I will do that tonight at the karaoke, and then I shall start jumping around on the stage like one of those lovely little animals on the lovely John Lewis advert. We kneel down in your holy name, John Lewis. We love John Lewis. So that's that. Let's have a look. Oh, I'd like to just thank Danny Davis, Tommy. Hello, Tommy. Eloise. Tommy, you've gone very quiet, dear. We hardly hear from you, Tommy. You do concern us, dear. Where are you? Danny Davis, Tommy, Eloise and Wendy for sending me the John Lewis advert as well, in case I missed it there. So thank you very much. No, I can't do a FaceTime with my sister at the moment. She has broken her phone. Very, very disappointing. My sister has broken her phone, so I can't see her her face. I can't see my sister's I can't see my sister's face anymore. I'm very, very disappointed. All I can hear is her voice shrieking down the phone. Hello, brother, how are you? She screams down that phone, dear. I can't understand. She can't use a phone, my sister. She can't. Half the time, and you can't have a long conversation with her. You'll be talking, and then she'll go off and talk to someone else while you're still waiting, and then she forgets that you're still there. It's true. Well, at the moment, the screen is broken, and then my nephew Gary, I think she ordered a part, which he put on, but at that point it was just a crack in the screen. But now the screen's been replaced, it doesn't work at all. But talking to my nephew, he says that it's because there were bits missing from the kit that you have to change the screen. Apparently it's very difficult. The screws are the tiniest screws you've ever seen in your entire life. I wouldn't like to do it, I'd just take it in. Go and fix that, please. But of course, if you can do things like that, you save an awful lot of money. It's like people, like my brother-in-law, he can do painting and fix things and all that. I can't do any of that. Not good at doing that. So when I have something done, you have to pay, you pay through the nose for it most of the time. Unless you know good people. I mean, I've got a selection of good people now that I know can fix things for, you know, reasonable prices. Like I use the same plumber all the time. Someone who does the painting, and someone does the carpets. You know, you gradually collect these people. I think one of the worst things you can do is ring up someone randomly from the yellow the yellow hiccup. I hope that's not going to go on there. No more hiccups. No, the yellow pages or something like that. You know, because you don't know who they are. I don't like people in the house, strange people, and well, that's everyone, including me. I don't like strange, unknown people in the house. Only family. So if my sister was to turn up here, or the children, that would be fine. You know, but someone I don't. I'm very busy at the moment. I just take the door open a little bit because I don't know who it is. In fact, last night I was very worried all yesterday because Wednesday, was it Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday. I thought I was woken up by a ring on my doorbell. Cling! And that would have happened at some time between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. I'm sure the doorbell rang. Cling! Like that. And I thought, I was in bed. I heard it. I do not answer I don't come down the stairs if I'm in bed. Same goes for if I'm having a couple of hours afternoon sleep. You know, I don't go... If someone rings the bell, I don't get up and go down. No, they can bloody go. Not interested. I'm in bed, asleep. Not getting up for you, mate. No, don't care who you are. Anyway, I'm sure the doorbell rang. And all yesterday I was trying to think to myself, well, why would someone... And then, of course, it starts going from there. Maybe someone had rung the doorbell to test whether or not I was in, you see. Aha. You see? Burglars. And people that want to do terrible things to you. It could have been someone testing to see if I was in or not. In which case, you would have thought they'd tried to get in if I didn't answer the door. So that's what I thought. Anyway, I've been worrying all day about that. And then I remembered my neighbour has a little camera thing on his door. And it records automatically whenever it sees someone. He's got lots of pictures of me walking past his house. You know, if I strike lucky, I'm going to have to be very careful and bring that person below the level of the camera into my house. Otherwise, all the neighbours are gossip. They will. I think they gossiped about me when I was younger. Yes, there were quite a few visitors to this house. But this thing, it's very good. As soon as it detects movement, it records. So I asked my neighbour if he could check, and he had a look on his thing, and he said the only thing he saw going past was me at the time, and there was no one after me. So it must have been my dream. But isn't it weird that you will be woken up by a bell in a dream? Do you know what I mean? Very, very strange and mysterious. Strange and mysterious. Yes. Very strange and mysterious. So that's that. Let's have a look there. What are we going to do? Oh, Amazon. Amazon, did you think your one-click ordering was good? Well, it's going to get better. Plus, there is a sale coming up. Now Amazon drags Black Friday sale across 12 days. Let's have a look here. Amazon is turning the screw on its high street retailers with a 12-day Black Friday sale and 1 hour. Just a moment. Just heard my telly come on. 1 hour delivery in some cities. Amazon, they just get better and better, don't they? The retail giant has been blamed for sucking billions of pounds in sales from town centres, with bricks and mortar stores forced to put up the shutters. A recent study found shops were closing at the rate of 15 a day in the first 6 months of 2016. Anyway, they're going to have this Black Friday event, and it says it's also promising lightning deals. That was lightning. Lightning deals on gifts, high-definition televisions, phones and audio products, beauty products. God knows I need some of those. And I must tell my sister if they're selling beauty products, home accessories and fashions. Amazon is desperate, boys and girls. We're all desperate. Desperate not to be seen steamrolling small retailers. It pointed out that more than 1,000 independent Amazon marketplace sellers will be offering deals via the thing. I quite like the idea of the 1 hour delivery, do you? Now, they were talking, I've been talking for some time, about trying the, what are those little flying things? Oh, God, little flying plane things. Helicopters, drones. They were talking about using drones to deliver items, weren't they? You can imagine that. And you're watching it from your house. How exciting would that be? It could be anything. I don't suppose you'd get a high definition television delivered by a drone, but small items, maybe like a set of false teeth. You could order a set of... Do they do false teeth on Amazon? Let's check for you. One moment, please. I don't want to give you misinformation, my loves. False teeth. One moment, please. We're trying to connect your call. False teeth. One moment, please. Yes, you can. Oh, hang on. They're novel. Oh, yeah. False teeth. You can get sets of 10 of them for £3.85. Oh, my word. Oh, are they sweets? They're sweets. Oh, no. How could you eat sweets that look like false teeth? How awful. There's lots of them. False teeth on Amazon. Yeah, you can get a set of false teeth come down on a drone. And then they drop down in front of you. And you open the box, and there is a set of chattering false teeth. I like the sound of that. I would like to have my deliveries come by drones. The supermarkets would do it at some point, I suppose, wouldn't they? If you're just ordering perhaps a bag of crisps, cheese. Oh, I was very naughty on the way home. I had a large, that's the £1 bags, not a pound in weight, £1 in price, a large bag of cheesy Doritos. Yum, yum, yum. Cheesy Doritos, tangy cheese flavour, very nice indeed. Yes, so that's the Amazon story. Let's just do messages from yesterday's show. Joan says, good luck at the doctors. Thank you, Joan. Lily says, can I have some ha ha ha? Of course. Every time you watch this, Lily, my darling, Get down to that karaoke soon, all right? Hello to Simon Keane. Says, I would have thought you could ask if you feel deeply concerned about a scan, but hey, they might say you're okay. And, well, they did really. And then, if you're worried, you'll have to pray privately. Now, that did cross my mind. I would be prepared if I didn't get any joy there and I kept going down. I said, look, I really want one. Well, I'm sorry, you can't have one. No, I would actually pay. I would actually pay to go and see someone. So can you do? Because you can actually do bits and pieces. You know, you go there. So I'd like have an X-ray of my stomach. I don't know what it would cost. Something like that. X-ray of stomach. Let's have a look. Cost of no, not X-ray. MRI scan. MRI scan. Is that the thing in the machine? Here we are. Look. MRI scan in Oxford. That's not too far away from here. Where's the bloody cost then? They don't tell you the cost. I said cost here. The cost here. How much? Here we are. MRI scan. Oh, here we are. This is in London, this one. MRI scan costs £200. If you got the money, why not? You know, you go in that machine and you know, I might have it just for the experience and I could come and talk to you about it, couldn't I? Eh? I could do that at some point. I like the sound of that. Yeah, X-ray, 40 quid. Ultrasound, 250 quid. DXA, 65 quid. I don't know what a DXA is. Anyone know what that is? A DXA. Just a moment. Does it come up with anything? One moment, please. All DXAs are... doesn't say. DXA. I don't know what a DXA is. My DXA... Ah, what is a DXA scan? Stands for Dual Energy X-ray Absorptiometry. Safe and painless as a normal X-ray, but more accurate when measuring bone density. Okay, so that's what that is. Yeah, I would. I absolutely would pay for something like that. So thank you for that one, Simon. And Simon also says, because he likes Guinness and Red Bull together. He says, Guinness and Red Bull together... Oh, I can't see that writing today. One moment. Guinness and Red Bull together... Linford Christie and his close pal, ex-Stoke player Ricardo Fuller, got me into drinking that after I read them say they drink it, and I think it's supposed to be good for you. I may be wrong. I think you probably are wrong. You've seen... What other stars have you met? I think you've met a lot of footballers. Footballers not my... I hate football. I can't stand football. But I see you've met quite a few footballers. Have you met any stars as well? Not celebrities, dear. Well, celebrities as well. Oh, hiccup in again. Celebrities as well. Stars. Have you met any stars? I'll tell you someone who's met stars. And here we do our birthdays this morning. One of those people is Mark Spark Loaf Cording. It's birthday time, gang. He's met loads of people. He's always going to places and having his photo taken with these people. And today is his birthday. And Mark today is 31 years old. Happy birthday, Mark. All right. Have a nice day today for your birthday and a nice evening. I think you were celebrating last night as well, somewhere, if I remember rightly. So happy birthday today to Mark, 31 today. Happy birthday to George Sharp Mitchell. George is a DJ. He's had a little bit of trouble with his stomach recently. They actually, I know, I don't think you mind me telling you this, they actually had to remove his bowel from his stomach. And for a period of time, it was on the outside of his body in basically a plastic bag. You couldn't see through it or anything. But yeah, while something was going on with his stomach, I'm not quite sure what it was. But I think it's back in place now. He had to have a few operations on that. So yes, his bowel was actually taken out of his stomach while working, okay, while still working, and placed on the outside of his stomach, like outside it, in a bag. So George has had a little bit of medical issues recently, but I hope you're okay, George. George and I started DJing roughly at the same time on the gay scene, as it is known. At a place called Kitty's Bar. It was just over Putney Bridge, and he did all mixing. He didn't do any talking, and I did the talking and the playing of the records. And we've kept in touch ever since. That is going back some years. That's 20 minutes of almost 30 years. It's got to be almost 30 years. George is from Scotland, aren't you, George? Anyway, happy birthday, George. It was nice to see you the other day with young Jake. Happy birthday today to Erika Govan. 28 years old today. Govan or Govan. Apologies if I get your names slightly wrong. Mary Bohland. Happy birthday, Mary. Now, where do I know you from, Mary? Are you a Barry Manilow lady? I'm not sure where you're from, darling. We'll have a quick look there. See if I can work it out. Work it out. I'm not sure. He might be one of the Barry Manilow people, Mary. But happy birthday, darling. Okay, happy birthday to Mary. Happy birthday this morning to Gary Mohns. Mohns. Happy birthday, Gary. Love the pictures on your Facebook there. And happy birthday to Kit Suchak. Kit Suchak. Happy birthday to you as well. Here comes the song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. There we are, that's for everyone's birthday today. Tonight, it's Friday night, boys and girls, so I'll be hosting karaoke this evening. Do come and join us at Central Station Bar in King's Cross. It's on Wharfdale Road, King's Cross, every Friday night from 8:30. It's on Mondays as well from 8 o'clock. Do join us there tonight. Once again, tonight and every Friday, karaoke. And always a very busy night Friday now. Very busy night. Karaoke tonight at Central Station, Wharfdale Road, King's Cross in London. Starts at 8:30 and goes right the way through until midnight while I battle through the traffic, which has become very bad now, of course, and it will remain like this now for me until up to Christmas. 2 hours to get to the quiz on Wednesday. Nightmare. Apart from that, have a nice Friday. Thanks for watching and listening, and we'll have a chat soon.